I'm gonna feel all. I'm gonna be up tonight fucking listening to this shit. Giggling in
Okay,
bed.
right. All right, I'll bring us back in. And that was DoaMcoN Live, Sanchez.
That was amazing.
We are now back in the comfy confines of our own homes, staring at each other through a webcam like the good Lord intended. It's
Yep.
thundering if that comes through in the background here in Kansas City. And yeah, we're back home, Sanchez.
Yeah, it's like I feel normal again. Like I get to see you through this little screen, and I'm like, oh, there's James. But it's weird because this is the first time I've talked to you since seeing you face to face, and I waved bye to you as you drove around, drove away in your little minivan.
That's true. um, so if you're listening to the show and you stuck through that almost 2 hours of drunken debauchery, silliness, explicit content, and some damn good game talk too, then
Hmm.
you are either at DomeCon or you're a true hardcore domie for life.
That's true. Like you might as well get the tattoo. Like at that point, like. But I mean, I think we wanted to capture the experience on mic as best as we could, and I think the way that we kind of did it, hopefully, like comes through over your speakers and into your ears, of being with us
Yep.
through that entire experience. So, I mean, is it rough? Yes. Is it kind of off the cuff? Yes, but that's what it was. I mean, it was just people hanging out, having fun, talking, playing games, drinking beer, and hanging out, and just enjoying each other's company. So I really hope that comes through all everything you just listened to.
Yep. It's been fun all week being back on the Discord with everyone. And like, I think it was Thomas said, it's so weird. Now I read everything that somebody types in their voice because I've met them. And it's so true, right? You
Mm-hmm.
learn little personality quirks about everybody. We had like our one night in the kitchen where everyone talked about so who's not like you thought they'd be, or who's exactly like
Mm-hmm.
you thought they'd be, which just resulted in more hilarity that we couldn't even attempt to recapture really.
Yeah, yeah. It
But
it was it was really cool to like have that conversation of like, oh, like someone was like, I think Corey is like, I thought you'd be taller. I'm like, what? Like that that is a complete like compliment. Thank you so much, Corey, for thinking that was like 6 foot when it's really James who's like Chewbacca height.
no, there's Mark. Mark is a giant, apparently.
Oh yeah, Mark. Yeah, Mark's like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar tall.
Well, let's give some thanks because we have a lot of thanks to give. First of all, just everyone who attended. Like, so cool that
Hmm.
you took time out of your schedule to come hang out with us and game. And this truly was a con for all of you, just as much as it
Yes.
was for us. But I feel thankful that I just got to be part of it and enjoy it. It was amazing. I mean, so much better than any other full-fledged con I've ever been to. I would just do this multiple times a year if I could.
Yeah, like there was a time and a point where like everyone was at the house, right? So we're talking like Friday night, and I'm kind of looking around, and I'm like, like here are people from across the country that have like taken time away from their family to like hang out, enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy the gaming, and it just like it's kind of surreal. You know what I'm saying? Like people want to attend this and be a part of this and be a part of the community, and like, like it was just kind of a mind-blowing experience for me sometime Friday night. I'm like, there are people taking their vacation time to hang out with us and hang out with the rest of the domers. You know what I'm saying? Like it was almost a little bit too big for me to like really grasp at the moment. You know what I'm talking about, James?
Oh yeah, for sure. I felt the same way. Like you kind of settled into a groove, but then you look around and you're like, man, holy shit. Like this is incredible. Like this is great. Like I
Yeah,
love
I
it.
mean, people flew in. I mean, you have like BL coming on Alaskan Airlines. Who the hell flies Alaskan Airlines? But like I guess in the Uber, you really realize like people are coming from all over the country to come hang out, come game, and and hang out with each other.
Yep.
And it's exactly what we wanted, right? We wanted this type of community experience, and now people are like, "When's the next one? When's the next one?" Like I mean, obviously, Texas cons it has to be bigger and better, right? Because everything's bigger and better in Texas. But I'm just like, man, like, are we gonna be like 30 big next year? Like, it's kind of like it's a lot of pressure on me now.
Yeah.
Like, I feel
Well,
like a lot of pressure.
if you get to work now, you got plenty of time. It'll be great.
I know. I'm gonna have to like rent out the like
Dallas
the
Cowboys
Jerry World.
Stadium. That's
Yeah,
right.
Jerry World, the Death Star, and they say, "Hey, Jerry, I have a gaming convention that I need to borrow your football field for, and some suites."
Imagine the live table live stream on the big screen up there. It'd be incredible.
Oh man, I know. So, I mean, for everybody who's thinking about attending or thinking about planning or joining us next year, like I am already in the process of looking for sites and trying to do logistical work of figuring out what we could handle next year, because I kind of feel like everyone wants to come back, right?
Oh,
So
for sure.
like that's 20 people already, plus the people that heard this and be like, "Damn, I need to be a part of that."
And then there's
Like
the people who heard this and they're like, damn, I'm never hanging out with those idiots.
I know, and then people are like, "What?" Like unsubscribe, unfollow.
So let's see. Special thanks to everyone who put their services into the kitchen. RJ, Zach, Sanchez, myself, Mark. Who else cooked? Who else cooked? We had we did
I'm
this
trying.
on our segment too. Now I can't even do it now either. Is that
No,
everybody?
just name the place.
Sean Shrimp
Oh,
Boil.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But the kitchen was so hot. It was not an
Oh,
easy test. Dylan made taco salads too.
that's right. He
Um,
did.
but it was so hot in there. It was hard to be in there. It was tiny and a mess, but we really appreciate it. Everybody loved the food. Like really,
Yes.
it was killer. It would have been great to just order out every night and have pizza every night, but we did so much better. We did it so much bigger and better than that, and it's awesome. People got to flex a little bit and show their cooking skills.
Yeah, that's definitely the one thing I want to look forward to or a plan for next year is find a place that has that big communal family table
Hmm.
because, I mean, the kitchens were small, the floors were segmented, everyone's kind of so that everyone had picked up food, but then some people went to go eat back in gaming rooms or people went to go eat back in, their spaces and then some people were outside in the patio, so like I want to build that more family feeling for dinners, big meals, and maybe I'm old school that way, but I'm definitely gonna look for a place that everyone can sit down, everyone can eat together, and we kind of have that, that dome family dinner time. And everyone put their phones away. It's eat and break some
That's
bread
right.
together, man.
Thanks to everyone who brought games. Myself and Sean lugged just probably 100 pounds of games each. Thomas
Hmm.
brought games. Scott brought a bunch of games. I know the travelers usually had one or two stashed away. Phil brought a bunch of games. Dylan brought a bunch of games. It was awesome to just have this massive library at our disposal. Yet somehow we didn't get to play Indonesia. Still trying to
Did it?
figure that out.
Did it officially fall on Sean's shoulders
No,
or his
no,
feet?
the blame shifted back to Phil when Sean posted a screenshot of Phil saying, "I'll bring
Oh,
it."
that's right. Yeah, yeah. Phil was the one that forgot Indonesia because we got to that point. I think it was Friday night or
My God,
No, Friday.
everyone was asking. It started
Yeah,
up early.
where's
Where's
Indonesia? Where's
Indonesia? I'm
Indonesia?
like, it's probably in there somewhere. Where's Indonesia? I don't know. It's probably in the pile over there. Where's Indonesia? And then here I come on like Saturday. Hey, where's Indonesia? And I'm like, oh crap,
It's not
Indonesia's not
here.
here.
That that was probably the biggest letdown. I was like, man, but oh well, I mean, yeah, we just got to make it better next year.
Yep.
Indonesia is coming next year,
That's right.
promise.
2022. Here we go.
Yes.
Thanks to everyone who chipped in around the house, whether it was Zach, when I picked him up at the airport, I brought him home and he helped me load up my van to go take everything there. And then we pretty much did a 2-man unload at the house in 100-degree heat on the first day. That sucked.
Hmm.
Um, the first Uber that showed up with all you guys who finished off unloading the rest. You had Mark always cleaning up the second level kitchen. I always saw BL cleaning the first level kitchen. Nobody used the third level kitchen, so we don't have to worry about that one. But everyone,
Yeah.
everyone just chipped in all the
Yep.
time, and it was so cool. Like on the last night when we're like, okay, let's do a walkthrough and just pick up all of our junk, basically, beer
Hmm.
cans, Gatorade bottles, water bottles, and we killed it in 5 minutes. Got all the trash out. On the last day, we took all the trash down to the curb at the last minute when we found out we had to do that, and everyone
Yep.
was always willing to help out. There were no stragglers just laying around.
Yeah, I think every time I was walking around doing like can pickup or water bottle pickup or sweeping, like everyone was like, "Hey, what can I do to help? What can I do this?" Everyone was like super helpful. Everybody was like chipping in and doing what needed to be done to keep the house clean. I mean, dude, that's more than I get from my kids.
You got any other thanks? Thanks to Rob who
Yeah, about to say
designed the
Rob, man.
logo for the T-shirt and the badges, as well as did some artwork for the Choo Choo Crew shirts that we did a couple months back. That came in clutch. Thank you very much for that too.
Yes,
Who
thank you,
who
Rob.
else you got? Who else you got, Sanchez?
Man, I think people would definitely say that Scott stepped in big.
For sure.
Yeah, Scott stepped in big when it came to. I mean, he's local, right? So he knew a couple places to pick up. Some missing things for cooking. A super emergency coffee break. I think it's a Saturday. I mean, Scott did a lot to help us out, just getting materials into the house where we kind of like either didn't pack or it didn't come into the grocery or whatever. So I know a lot of people appreciated Scott's effort in getting things to the house.
Yep. And shout out to like Vincent and Thomas, who are new to they're brand new to the Discord, brand new to the Dads on a Map community, and they were both, it's like they've been there for 2 years with us talking games. Like,
Hmm.
I don't think Vincent's ever posted in the Discord before he showed up at DoaMcoN, and just here he is, right? And he fit right in. It was great, and I
Yeah,
don't know who else. Shout out to the ladies, Katie and Lily, for coming and hanging out in a house full of 20 guys for a whole weekend and tolerating us and apparently enjoying themselves. I mean,
yep,
everyone had a great time, and it was a blast getting to play with them too.
yeah. I definitely want to say a big shout out to all our families that allowed us to come
For
and do this thing.
sure. All the
All the
wives,
wives, yeah, all the
all the
wives. I mean,
kids.
kids that missed us. I mean, there was you knew around the time of kind of like mid afternoon, late afternoon, like people be on their phones on the porch, doing
Yep.
the kid check ins and things like that, and wife check ins and making sure things are good at the house. Like I want a big shout out. I know how the burden of like being a single parent and trying to take in everything by yourself while your significant others out there kind of just having a little bit of time to do something by themselves and then come back to the family life and be like, okay, I'm back. Let me pick up some more, slack that I left for you for 4 days.
Yep.
I'll do the kitchen duty for the next 2 weeks. Thanks a lot.
I don't know. I think that's it. I think we got to finally officially wrap up DomeCon Live.
Yep, it's
Yep.
it's done.
That's it. The
Oh,
ship has sailed. Yep.
well, when are we gonna close the channel? Ooh,
Never. Certainly not
never.
until after this show gets to settle. Because trust me, when the Domies go listen to this and they hear what was going on the other floors while they were gaming, I think there's going to be some quotable material that's going to come out
You think so?
in the
Uh,
channel. Yep, for sure.
Man, I'm telling you, like, we're gonna look at the episode downloads. It's been like 22 people.
Exactly. Exactly. This show is for the people who attended DomeCon. And if you want to participate and listen, please do. But this show is for all of you. So
Hmm.
we'll get back to our regularly scheduled business in the next few weeks, get our little recap, finish off the summer officially. I know Sanchez is back in school, so
Yep,
here we go, right?
working, man. Got to make that money.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks again to everyone who attended. Thanks again for listening to this recap, and we look forward to doing it again next year. Until then, I'm James.
And I'm Sanchez.
We'll see you next time.
Peace out.